Hello, good morning, Kenya. This is Kenya News Alert, and this show is the Morning Tea Show. I'm your host, House of Zulfa, and as always, Kona guests.
Hello, good morning, everyone, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I am Lewis Philip. I go by the name Lewis Philip. It's always nice to be with you. Morning, Zulfa.
Good morning.
How was your Christmas holiday?
It was good.
It was good. You don't seem good.
I'm not. Oh. But either way, it was good.
Yeah.
I won't get into too much detail.
Yeah.
But at least I'm here, yeah?
Yeah. Firstly, before we continue, a moment of silence for the people who are abducted. Those are our brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Those are our friends, boyfriends and girlfriend. Those are children of parents. And it is not good that the president is telling parents to take care of their children.
Yes.
Knowing very well that he's the one who is responsible for that. So that is paining me terribly.
You know, when you think about this, yes, you ask yourself, you see that Kenya is a democratic country.
Yeah.
We have democracy. We have freedom.
Yeah.
And for many years, yes, we've had freedom.
Yeah.
We've had freedom to speak, to talk about what is going on, what we want and what we don't want.
Yeah.
We've had the freedom to talk and criticize anything.
Yeah.
And that is democracy, yes?
Yeah.
And it becomes so sad. So sad when you see young people being abducted.
Yeah.
And being tortured and killed.
Yeah.
Just because kidogo wamesema kitu ambayo mtu mmoja hajapenda. You know? That is what we say, having a small ego.
Yeah.
Like if I tell you, Sasa, I don't like, for example, your shoes, will you abduct me for that?
No. That is your opinion.
It's so sad. Let me tell you, it's so sad. It's so sad. And Raila spoke about it, yes?
Yeah. Raila, Gachagua, so many people have spoke about that. And it is quite literally something.
It is terrifying.
Yeah.
Even for me now, as I come to sit here and start speaking about it, maybe kidogo natoka pale nje nipate nishabebwa.
Yeah.
No, it's like now we're in a tense time.
Even a worse time than the period of Moi.
More, yes, because other Raila alisema people used to be taken to a government house, near your house.
Yeah.
And right now they're being taken to places that we don't know.
We don't know.
And it's so terrifying. And wakati wa maandamano.
Yeah.
Because I remember wakati wa maandamano, they used to arrest you live. Live, they don't care, live. I remember we were live, and I saw this person being arrested, being like abducted by the two yetu. And I go to live, and those people don't care. What is happening? Then you ask yourself, what? Now am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe when I speak? Even any journalist, but the journalist should be free.
Yeah, journalist is a free body. Journalist.
Official anasema ule mtu ambaye anaitwa Mr. Kibet ni cartoonist. Alikuwa ameenda kumit na Omtata. Omtata sijui anataka presidency. 2027. And they interacted, and apparently wanasema security detail yake ilimwambia kuna mtu ambaye kuna gari ambalo lilikuwa lina observe. Na hilo gari
yes.
Na hilo gari
lilikuwa linawafuata.
Yes. Na hilo gari lilikuwa, no, it wasn't following them. That car was parked karibu na ofisi yake. Na hiyo gari iko na zile vitu unapata kwa hizi movies za FBI.
Zile nini?
Intersect whatever I'm saying here, they can hear.
Oh yeah.
From there.
Oh, the voice.
So whatever you say, so it was like a spy thing.
What?
So I'm asking Mtata if he knew kama security detail limwambia out mbona limwachilia mtu aende peke yake.
It is one thing about these abductions, they are not being done by Magaidi, they are done by the president, or so people say. Let me add that yeah, because people like there is this Naomi aliabductiwa tu akiwa tu Ruaka. Alisema kwa Ruaka. And the next moment he was gone. So you can imagine.
Naomi.
Yeah.
Naomi is a lady.
Yeah, she's a lady.
So
So
why was Naomi being
okay, it is said that some were abducted because there is this AI generated picture of the president in a casket. And that picture is circulating on social media. So if you repost it, then you're doomed. You're gone. You're a goner.
Now if I do that now, you want to tell me that I'll be somewhere in the forest?
Yeah, you'll be somewhere.
Being tortured?
Yeah.
How are girls tortured, by the way?
So I think they are raped and all that.
Oh my God, no.
They are raped. Boys are... nani said walikuwa na shikwa walikuwa na finywa. So
you finya boys but you rape girls?
Yeah. Oh God, where are we heading? Do you know, it is scary. I'm being scared even waking up.
So now you think raping a girl is intimidating that girl?
Yeah.
And that will get very personal to me. So either way, people, it's tense right now.
Very, very tense. Because I can imagine parents are not sleeping.
Na huyo kibeti mpaka sasa yeye ameachiliwa bado pio.
Natujui mali yako.
So you don't know if you're waiting for a body or a person with PTSD now.
Yeah. Or a traumatized.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Traumatized the PTSD with just post-traumatic disorders and stuff.
Huh? Do you know every parent out there who has a kid with a smartphone that is below 30 or that is below 40, because even they are like wanashikilia roho you any moment watasikia ati their kids did something.
So you want to tell me that the government tracks me?
Yeah, whatever you post. Yeah.
So now Safaricom betrays us.
You can imagine.
Because they say that we are secure. They shouldn't give our information out there.
And they are giving. There was this time during the Gen Z revolution that it was said that somebody, mtu anakuja na namba ingine kwako, anakwambia usave for save. Kumbe ukimsave, ata hack your WhatsApp, whatever text you send, group zenye umeingia, and in a few days, if you ever post or you ever comment or you reply na a negative text against the government, you're gone. Na hakuna mwenye anajua mahali umeenda na hakuna mwenye.
So if you don't save them, hawezi kuhack.
They will hack you. Bora tu wamepewa namba yako na Safaricom.
So we are not safe anymore.
We are not safe.
So I'm asking our viewers, what do you think about these kidnappings? You know, I know everyone is afraid. I know everyone right now is tense, and I think that is, if this is the president, you know, doing this, going around abducting young people who are just trying to make humor out of things, a life that is really hard. So what do you think? Comment pale kwenye mtandao, kwenye YouTube, utuambie what do you think about this and what do you know about it, okay? And also we say that Kenya News Alert is your partner when it comes to your advertisement. there's a number pale kwenye screen yako, uchukue hiyo number ipige. Hata kama unataka kutupigia simu live, you can call live, yes, and tell us. You can SMS live, tutasoma SMS zako live, unaweza comment pia. So Raila spoke about it. Now some other leaders, they went to their social media and they were talking about it, and they were criticizing the president for doing that. Yes. I'm going to have to drink water.
Sorry. So one of the other people that spoke about it is Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president, and he claimed to have some news. And when I say news, I mean information on those people who are abducting people, a name of their head, and where they are.
So he gave out. What did he say?
So he said that the person who is abducting people, who is the head of the abductions, his name is Abel, and his binamu is nephew of a high official in the government, and they have their headquarters are in Nairobi, in a building in Nairobi in the 21st floor. So he claimed
ameambia Wakenya enda kumsalimia.
Si obvious, unajua tu atasalimiwa wa Kenya. Sasa ubaya ni huyu akisalimiwa, si do you remember the time of Mungiki? When you would just they will not even spare you. So huyu akisalimiwa, you are gone, you are a goner. So the Taifa Leo claim says bila ufafanuzi wa kina, Bwana Gachagua aliendelea kudai kuwa kikosi hicho kinaelekezwa na mtu aliyemtambua kwa jina Abel, akisema ni binamu wa afisa fulani wa ngazi ya juu serikalini. Kulingana na naibu rais aliyetimuliwa, kikosi hicho kina makao yake katika jengo moja katikati ya jiji la Nairobi kwenye horofa ya 21.
Amtambie namba ya mlango wake. Ngoje tu hapo. Take a picture.
No. He just gave the floor number. The story number. The 21st floor.
Let me tell you. Yani when I think about it, asa Naomi pia ameachiliwa, bado ameshikwa.
Bado hajulikani. Like nobody is released yet. And the president has the courage to tell parents to watch over their kids. Like, why?
Does he have kids?
6 of them. You can imagine.
Now, can he put himself in those shoes?
Does he even care?
Because wake wako protected.
Wake wako protected. Great.
Now, when you think about it, let me tell you, when you think about it, when you really, really think about it, no one is really safe. And I'm telling you, this is taking me back to maandamano days, and when ajana maandamano ya Gen Z, maandamano ya kwanza, yaliyokuwa ya Mr. Raila used to tell the people to go to the streets, wakatae, sababu chakula kilikuwa juu, maisha kilikuwa juu. And when you, it is giving me that right now. And I remember I remember journalists of being abducted, people in social media, and I remember asking my co-host back then, say hi to Muna. So I was with Muna, and I remember asking Muna, are we safe? Am I safe?
No one is
safe. As I criticize the government right now, as I support other Kenyans out here who are crying out for their livelihood, are we safe now?
No, we are not.
So if I go right there, come stand out, sema sijapenda venye kumeendelea, sijapenda venye atupati chakula, sijapenda venye maisha yanakuwa magumu.
Ukitoka tu hapo, you are doomed.
Yes.
You are just
so I'm done now.
You are silenced. Na ukisilenciwa tu ni hivyo, hakuna mali utawapeleka, because it is not an individual person that you'll take them to judiciary.
It's really sad.
It is the government itself.
So I'm asking people to comment there and tell us what is happening. Yes,
Yeah.
what is happening out there? What is going on? What do you know about these kidnappings? Do you support the kidnappings? Do you support that right now as Kenyans we don't have freedom? Sasa tumekuwa kama Tanzania. Tanzania is where you cannot criticize the government. The moment you do that, you're a goner too.
Yeah.
In fact, watakuwa wameshafika hapa in a jiffy. You know? Anthony Mutunga says good morning. Good morning, Mr. Anthony Mutunga.
Good morning, Anthony.
Thank you for joining our live.
Yeah.
So tell us people, is a kidnapping a yes or a no? What do you think about this? Are we going back to an era that we've come from? Tunaanza kuwa Uganda. Tunaanza kuwa kama where Arabs, you know, in the middle whatever.
Yeah, the Middle Asians.
What is happening right now? Is this the regime that we want to live in? We're just young people. I'm saying people just, you know,
when you just you try to do something with your life, you just try to shout out because you don't want to be oppressed.
So Mr. Mtunga, kindly repeat the topic of discussion. So Mr. Mtunga, we are talking about the kidnapping, the abductions that are happening in Kenya right now. The abductions ambazo zimehappen to using the 22nd and the 24th. And those are children, just young people, children being kidnapped out here just because that they made fun of the government or they criticized the government, you know. So what do you think about that, Mr. Mutunga? Are we going back to an era where we used to live in a tense moment? Where hata ungeongea, in fact I hear in Moi's era hata ungeongea tu vibaya, like hata ungeongea kwa street kwa soko, he had like spies everywhere. Hata kwa soko vimeweza kwa soko ama kwa hoteli useme you're gone. So are we going back to that?
I think we are just entering it, that time, that period.
So tell us, people out here, are we going to an era where we are now back to utumwa, back to slavery, back to the government? Yes, nothing else. If even Mr. Kalonzo actually spoke about it, and he said no one should be kidnapped, no one should be kidnapped,
no one. If somebody,
no one should be abducted just because they have criticized. And if you feel that they have criticized the government, that they have criticized, ama you feel there's something that they've done that it is wrong,
sorry,
you should you should maybe arrest them.
Yeah.
But why arrest someone for freedom of speech? We have freedom of speech.
Do you know that makes me even feel like crying, because you can imagine that if those are people, free people, young people who are just trying to fight for their lives, what about us who are defending those people?
Are we safe?
We are not.
Nikikuja hapa niseme Kibeta achiliwe, ama sasa am I going to now kesho napenda you
are going to take his place? So that is why they say that there is this Kamba saying that says anini nasemangaje, oh yeah, somebody who is a coward lives many years. We do not want to live many years.
Are cowards.
Yeah, we do not want to live many years under oppression. There is no need of living 1,000 years or using your immortality.
But live in slavery.
Yeah.
If we were cowards back then when Mzungu came here, we would be Bakasai.
Yeah, atunge kuwa na the power to nini.
But because we showed up and you were like no. No.
Kuna mali inafikanga mpaka unaamua tu kama mbaya. Do you know that those abductions make me wanna cry, because those are people. There are parents out there. I used to see that once when one of my brothers did not call and akuwa napatikana kwa simu. I used to see venye mamangu alikuwa anashtuka.
He was kidnapped.
So nive tu mtu anamwanga wacha tu ni nyamaze for a while, you know, You just want
now
some
these
new
people,
type.
these parents are shocked.
Yeah.
And you'll not go to the government because the government is the one who has your son.
Yeah.
And sasa utaenda polisi usema jamaa mkubwa wa polisi ati amesema freedom is free, but you should, there are limits to freedom. If it is freedom, if we have freedom, we have freedom.
Yeah, it is freedom no matter what.
Freedom is freedom. Freedom of speech. And people have, in fact, I was told by someone right near that Mr. Raila fought for freedom of speech back then, and we saw it because he's the one who started criticizing the government of Moi.
Yeah, he was the first one.
To the place where he had to run away because the government was arresting him every now and then. Na kama si huyu mtu atuke kwa na other parties, we would be a state of one party, and we are going back there right now. You see?
So it is very saddening.
So Mr.
It is very saddening, and I'm sorry for your homa. Inakupotezea sauti pole. Yes. So unapata at this point you are like, it's like hadi ukiongea hata kama ukriticize government yenyewe, ukisema tu kitu hawajaipenda.
So actually kitu inajamisha Mr. President zile kasongo memes. So
people will not have fun.
No,
people will not somebody who is loved, there is no need.
Do you remember those ones for Kalonzo and Raila and Uhuru?
Yeah,
when Kalonzo and when Raila and Kalonzo and Raila and Uhuru,
yeah,
they are chewing miraa and Kalonzo is the one running for nini.
Yeah, just you can imagine.
But no one was, in fact it was even in the National Gazette, and no one, I didn't see Mr. Raila kidnapping those people. Cartoonist.
Uhuru did not kidnap them.
Yes.
Uhuru alikuwa anachora hapo akiwa na tumbo kubwa. Yeah.
And I don't see, so Mr. President, I believe no country would be so comfortable in the world as Kenya if leaders were really work and love to the patriotic people. I don't know, because Kenya is one of the freest countries.
Yeah.
And people know that. That we speak, that will make humor out of it and survive. And I think I think we go to humor,
yeah,
because we're trying to survive.
Yeah.
We're trying to see the positive thing. I think Kenyans are positive people. You want to see the good thing out of this. Yes, we are going through this. Okay, fiti.
But after all, let's laugh at this. We find something, because unajua, if we keep on stressing ourselves, nothing good will come out of it. At least let's find that one thing yenye itatuchekesha. And when we find it, sasa ndio hiyo imekuwa ati kucheka pia ni dhambi. This country is in a mess.
I want to ask, this Mr. Kibet was kidnapped after meeting. Na nimekuambia kwa hiyo meeting kulikuwa na gari ambalo lilikuwa ni la serikali, la wanja ambalo lilikuwa ndani wanasikiza the meeting.
Yeah.
So what was said in that meeting that made them kidnap Mr. Kibet? Unaona? And why was Mr. Omutata calling a cartoonist all the way from Nakuru? Nasikia mpaka brother huyo Kibet pia amekidnapiwa.
Yeah.
Why? I'm like, I am going to take your entire family. So pia kidogo tukiwa mama pia amekidnapiwa. So what was happening in that meeting? Walisikia ilibidi kwani tuko wapi?
Sasa at this point the questions
Tanzania tu Tanzania niongelee tu Diamonds nisiongelee Tanzania. Because it's really sad.
I think it is even in Uganda. Right now East Africa is turning into
yes.
Uganda, Tanzania, and now Kenya.
Kwa hiyo story Wamalu akasema, actually we'll discuss this, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really sorry you guys.
It's okay.
Na magonjwa.
Pole.
And in that same spirit, Mr. Omalwa was telling Kenyans, why are Kenyans being also now forced to get Mr. Bill Gates sindano zile vaccines.
Oh yeah.
Actually something Bill Gates is doing.
Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Of all people?
Yes.
The former world.
So why are we being forced? Mr. Gashagwa has talked about it. Kalonzo has talked about Raila. Everyone is criticizing this abduction. So I'm asking Kenyans right now to tell us, what do you think about that? Are we going back to an era where that tumepigana sana, tumemwaga damu nyingi sana, tutoke kwenye hiyo era ya kuwa you cannot speak? Now I'm going to give it to you. You tell us about what actually everything that Mr. Gachagua exposed about that. Yes.
Okay, so in Taifa Leo, Bwana Gachagua alisema haya alipowahutubia wanahabari nyumbani kwake katika kijiji cha Wamunyoro, Mathira, kaunti ya Nyeri mnamo Ijumaa. Alidokeza kuwa utekaji umekithiri na haufai kupuuzwa, huku akimtaka Rais Ruto avunje kimya chake kuhusu matukio haya. So I think after Gachagua's statement and other leaders' statement, it is when the president, the outgoing president, said that parents should take care of their children.
So how I'm going to ask you a question. How could have Mr. Kibet's family taken care of him?
I think the president wants those people.
That was a joke. I told you that when you're born, you're first Kenyan before you're even your tribe.
Yeah.
So like it's your Kenyan first. What do I mean when I say that you're Kenyan first? When I say that you're Kenyan first, I mean that right now even your parents cannot protect you from the government. The government wants you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So tell me, how do parents protect them?
So I think the president wants parents to lock their children no matter how old they are in the house. Ufungiwa kwa ploti venye nilikuwa nafungiwa kwa ploti kitambo, yeko kifuli na yeko nyororo na unyang'anywa simu na upewe kabambe. Yeah, because how else do you expect to lock a grown man? Somebody who knows his rights and freedoms. You can't tell us that ati because tuna nini. And speaking of kukufa na stress, there is one of my best friends, friend, former classmate, committed suicide. And my condolences to the family. Sorrows and prayers to the family of that guy. I did not know him well. So this country, if we do not find something to laugh at, we will all be ending up in that way.
With a Subaru.
With a Subaru.
Let me tell you, wakati wa maandamano was told something, yeah. Because maandamano ile ya kwanza cha agency.
Yeah, ile ya Raila naikumbuka.
Yes.
Yenye alikuwa anaamka anasema tunaenda maandamano, asubuhi anapinduka atuendi leo. Yeah. Yes. So
back then. Back then there are people who died, I think right in Kitengela. And someone was explaining to me that the way that thing happened, they cannot even explain it. Gari ilipita fast and 3 people were dead. A Subaru just passed. They didn't even hear the gunshots. They didn't even hear anything. They just saw 3 people lying down.
So they used the silence or something.
And they used like top any government killers. You know, they are government killers.
Yeah.
That they're sent to kill.
Wenye sasa wanini, they have surpassed all ranks.
People are not humans, yes?
Yeah.
And I was being told by someone because it go up to Eastmart, and they just and that person is down, and that person is down, and that person is down. And let me tell you, every person that was down was a leader of for some people only one inside for villages.
Yeah.
Like leaders to Kate, they were leaders of that. So these people were tracking you guys.
Yeah, they were. They are definitely tracking every move you make.
Like, where there wameonka chini wote. But saa hii yenye mnaanza kudnapiwa mchana, you have seen the CCTV videos of that, yes?
Yeah.
And these people are being
abducted in broad daylight.
They have been abducted like in real life.
Yeah. Venye tunaonanga kwa movie ati unakuja unawekewa ati risasi kwa nini? Kwa
tumbo. For someone amekidnapiwa kwa M-Pesa. I don't know who is that, amekidnapiwa kwa M-Pesa. Amechukuliwa like akaiko kwa ka pro box.
Okay.
Mchana. mwingine amechukuliwa kwa street mchana.
Na huko kuna askari wanafanya patrol na huko kuna people. Why don't we just stand and so when we see somebody?
Who is for us? That is the question. Who is for us right now?
Nobody.
And I've been asking this question. Who is for us right now? If the government itself, it's the one that we are afraid of, and it's the one that should be protecting us.
I think you know, it is said that when you cleanse a house, when you cleanse a house, you throw some things out. You know, you throw some wickedness, some demons out. But
who are the demons then? Who are the demons for this? Yes.
But the day that we cleansed the state house of our former president, we invited a terrible demon in this country.
And who are we calling the demon? Because I don't want to be kidnapped.
We are calling injustice. Injustice is the demon, because.
But then I want to ask you something. Do you know that about demons? Kenya tuendelee vizuri.
Yeah.
And I'm not criticizing anything or anyone. Yes.
Yeah.
But I remember there's this lady, I don't know from Nigeria or from Ghana or from, I don't know from where.
Yeah.
And she said this Goliath in Kenya. That person. Have you seen that person?
Yeah.
And the other one now ametokea juzi.
Yeah, Goliath wa Bungoma na
right.
Yeah.
And she was like, those are not people. No, I'm not saying Mimi. I'm just saying what that lady said. Yeah. And she said that those are not people. And I remember someone alichokezea akasema ataka huyo Goliath wa Bungoma ampe picha zake ikiwa mtoto mdogo, akizitoa atampea 200,000. Because where have you been
all those years?
Umetokea tu juzi wapi? In fact, she called them a certain name. I know you're talking about demons in Kenya. I'm not calling those people demons.
Yeah.
Juzi kumetokea tu kuna giant pia Githurai. I'm like, amekuaga wapi? You know?
And kuna mwingine wa sijui kuna huyo wa Bungoma, kuna huko Eastern pia. Kuna mwingine ametokea pia.
Eastern wapi?
Ni Eastern ama Western, yeah. Western. Kuna mwingine ametokea.
Where have they been? That is the question. Where have they
been?
So
it is very sad that these people.
There's this person saying Lewis Industries. Sababu kijana Lewis rada nianzie wapi?
Kuhusu?
His name is Lewis too.
Oh. Yeah, Lewis, welcome. So yeah.
So Mr. Raila really was really passionate, and he said those are primitive ways of dealing with stuff. Those are primitive ways. Why are you killing our young people? Why are you abducting our young people? You know? So you know, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Actually, we are going to go back to the forest and start fighting this. But when tuliona venye Gen Z walipigana, tukarealize ya kwamba Gen Z watapigana kwa nini? Kwa forest, they will fight in the streets.
Yeah.
Because we'll have to fight these things in the streets now.
Indeed.
Our brothers. Now there's a sister somewhere or a brother somewhere. But hata kama Kibete amekidampiwa na brother yake, na umeniambia Naomi.
Yeah.
Not Naomi. And I remember back then Gen Z, there's this girl told that was sharing after kutoka maandamano alikuja kaingia kwake. She lives alone, yes. And then she starts seeing an marked car inapita hapo kwake. Inaangalia kwa dirisha yake. She was in the balcony, yes. You will notice something.
Yeah, you will notice,
Ngoja. They are looking at you like ni wewe tunaangalia, and you want to know that ni wewe tunaangalia.
Tunataka ujue vizuri.
And then akazima stima ya kwake. Kuzima stima yake akaanza kuona anakuja. That person is crossing from the street coming to directly huko. Akawasha huyo mama akarudi tena.
Usiku.
It was at night. So she calls her boyfriend comes in. Sawa? So she was like she wasn't kidnapped, but she was about to be kidnapped. And then a car started following her around. Like you're intimidation, but the other one is like psychological.
Yeah.
Ukijua we are following you. So at usiku talalaje ukijua we are following you. Tuko na yako. And then there's this other one alisema alikujanga mlango wake ilipitwa nayo. People were sharing, you should go to YouTube. I think people were sharing how this was really traumatizing for them wakati wa maandamano. You know? And let me tell you, then we collected a lot of bodies. You remember?
Yeah.
A lot of people died for. In fact, we should say those are another heroes. Kimanthi.
Yeah.
Those other monkey.
Kina Masai.
People died.
Do you know this? This makes me remember that there is this guy. Sorry, my machozi yangu inakuanga karibu. So there is this guy that he was shot katikati ya nini, and ati ilisemekana ni stray bullet, but he was the one, alikuwa mbele ya watu, so wengine wakinini hakusonga, wengine ati wakikimbia, ati bullets zikitupwa juu wakikimbia, he did not move. So I think he was directly shot, and these people were like,
why are you carrying bullets?
Live bullets.
Live bullets. You should carry blanks.
And we were told that the president said no live bullets, no bullets. The judiciary claimed.
So he's the one who authorizes
yeah, the kidnappings.
Seriously, mbona president asumbuliwe na mtu ambaye ni you know, let me ask this question. Yes, you are the president, all the power you have, all the money you do have, mbona unasumbuliwa na mtu ambaye hata anashtuka atakula nini usiku?
Can you imagine sasa, you know,
why do you want to be loved by everyone? You cannot be loved
by everyone.
Hata sisi si kila mtu ananipenda mimi, not kila mtu anapenda hata Mungu.
Kama Mungu yeye mwenyewe, kuna ma atheists. Imagine angekuwa ati atheist wote. I have this friend ni atheist wote anawafagia tu once.
Ango mshafagia.
Kenya kungebaki mtu kweli, ama dunia kungebaki mtu, because almost 3/4 of Americans are atheist. So this is painful.
Oh yes.
This is very painful. It is Mr. President, we do not.
So we are not free now to speak, ama?
Apana. We do not have to fear, to live in fear.
So that will not be seen Kasongo memes and laughing.
Adi kwanza ukicheka, it is said that in America they track your phone, nako ka camera ka hapo hivyo. When your phone and your computer, when you speak or whatever you do, they are watching you. So you can imagine ukiona hiyo meme, wanajua simu yako imeingia hiyo meme. Na ukicheka, the next time unaona unmarked vehicle hapo kwa konje.
That is even a small ego. Like a small ego. You can't please everyone.
You cannot.
Know that. And I think that when you get into the politics business, you should have a tough skin, because not everyone will love you. Not everyone will support what you're doing, whether it is right or wrong. Not everyone support it, and other people will make fun of you, and other people will take you as a joke. But you shouldn't force to be taken seriously.
And you should not force fear in people. Even if you have been listening to the Queen of Hearts, it is not good to force fear to the people. That is it is very shameful of a country to live in fear, of a democratic country.
Apparently.
Democratic
but
republic.
My teacher told me that democracy is just something that you're given to think that we have any power, but we do not. In the real sense, we do not. It's just something. It's like telling a child, unaweza choose utakula nini? Unataka nini? Anakwambia nataka ugali and maybe nyama, and you're like, utakula ugali na maziwa? So it's just for
fun, for the name, you know? Because it is just the name, democratic, to funza watoto wetu in history, democratic. Kenya is a republic and a democratic country.
Any story.
Mimi nasemanga
China, we know it's a communist country.
Yeah.
We know that. They know that. They know you not criticize the government. They know they know that you will not criticize the presidents and the leaders. They know. We know in North Korea, they know.
Yeah.
In the Middle East, they know. Say to mtuambie tuko na freedom na hatuna.
Kama ni freedom yetu mmechukua,
nimeshapatikana.
You can imagine. Kama ni freedom yetu mmeamua kuchukua, then make it public. Simameni, iteni media kwenu. Semeni Kenya has no freedom of speech henceforth. Kila mtu to keep their opinion in their heads. Keep their tongues shut. no matter what we are going through, then that will be good with us. It will not be good with us. We will fight for it, but at long last tutajua hatufai kuongea. But as long as we know we are free, we know we have to talk. And being abducted, silencing some of us.
Yeah? And I'm going to dare to ask a question.
Yeah.
Does he hate Kenya?
Does he love it? Kenya ni watu.
There's no Kenya if there's no people.
Yeah, just the same as the Bible says that the Bible says there is not a church without the people.
His daughter, she says, so you know.
Yeah.
Yes. So someone criticized her, and she went on Facebook, and she went and said that my father is a president, and I'm gonna get you. Yes, I remember back then. In fact, when you do, I get to install for your kitty.
What?
Yeah. So
that audacity. Because you have a little power, just because you have power is power. That one is one thing I know. You don't have to use it, because usitumie vibaya. You never know, tables do turn. And do you know some things that happen to people is that one thing I know, that hata kama you'll die rich, there is something called karma, and if you don't believe in reincarnation, it happens. Your next life you might suffer terribly. Hadi ngombe kikuona mahali na kupiga teke, unauliza what did you do? Kila kitu ulipiwa hapa duniani. So there is no need, and I'm sure that those parents wanalia, and you can imagine machozi yao.
They are praying.
Yeah.
And they are calling on God.
And they are cursing.
And they are cursing you and your generation.
You can imagine machozi ya mzazi. Machozi ya mzazi saizi.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
It's sad. It saddens my heart.
When I think about it, and I think about my brothers, and I think about my sisters, and I think about now my sister being kidnapped, you have to put yourself in those shoes.
Yeah.
Then I get so sad, and I fear for her, and I fear for myself, and I fear for my mother, and I fear for my dad, and I fear for Kenya in general, because I don't know where we are going. Really, like
sometimes you are like, what do we have to do?
Are we going to go in the streets again?
We can't be perfect.
Because it is sad.
Very sad.
Where are they? And we know the government took them, but they are not in a government house. Wangekuwa Nyayo, Mr. Raila angesema wangekuwa Nyayo. Hawapo Nyayo, wako wapi basi? So that one is an illegal thing, like off the books thing.
See, Gachagua, tell us, where is this 21st floor? Iko wapi kwa building gani? At least we go storm it and get our people out.
We need Mr. Kibet to be released. We need for the government to speak about that, yes, because we as a Kenyan people are not going to go back to an era that we read in history books, because we were not there. Misi kuapo, ukuapo, but we're not going to go there. Back to intimidation.
Yeah.
Back to bodies everywhere and blood spilling and parents crying and not knowing if your child is safe, if your husband is safe, if your wife, if your mother, if your brother, everyone is safe out in these streets, because kidogo ongelele mtu asikigo yake imeguswa, you're gone.
There is this Anthony Mutunga. He's saying two things about this abduction according to my view. One, are we in extreme in both sides, the government and the youth? What is the limit of freedom of expression? That does not have freedom limits, Mr. Mutunga. And number two, government should uphold the law. Yes, and the law does not say that we should abduct people if they do not say something that we do not like. Everyone has their opinion, and in this country currently,
the question is,
yeah,
me there's something that I love, yeah, tell me that I was taught,
yeah,
if my grandmother told me, if everyone praises you, if everyone continues to praise you, how will you know where you're wrong? How will you know what you're not doing right? You have to have people criticizing what you're doing so that you know so that you get better, so that you get good. Sawa. So if now the youth cannot criticize the government, or if
sorry,
you know, if as the president, you know, we cannot see what is going wrong, we have to praise you. You are good. Because me, when someone comes and tells me, like, you know what, Zulfa, by the way, ile place flani, ile point flani hapo, but ile, you know, I know, okay, next time let me do this. You know? Kuneno unachukua, you know, you take it, kuneno unaachana nayo. But either way, it will come both. You know, when I used to be an actress, yes? I remember I was working somewhere, and those, it was a good something, because, and I remember a lady mwagia in me maji. And I remember I showed you that. Like, natembea na kazi kwenda kushoot, and this lady comes and mwagia maji. Na ule madam alinipea msomo. Asubuhi.
Juu unatreat
ako like, mbona unamsumbua mtoto? And I had first to think, mtoto mgani? You know? You know, I know I'm not sumbua in anyone else. Mtoto mgani? Because I don't know where you from. You just come and poured water on me, you know? And she's like, mbona unamsumbua mtoto? Mtu mzima kama wewe unatumbua mtoto mdogo. Wewe una haya. And I'm like, what child? Child. She's like, yule mtoto mpaka mnachukuliwa video mnaekwa. And I'm like, no, I'm acting. And we had to sit down with this lady, and I tried to explain. You see,
step by step.
But I didn't start fighting her. You see, And people used to comment and be like, you know, Zulfa, do this. Zulfa, you're good. Zulfa, you're bad. Zulfa, you're good. Zulfa, you're good. You're bad. Zulfa, and you have to take both of them. The yin yang. I didn't go looking and hacking.
Whoever hates
then
you.
I was dating a boy who's like a hacker. You know,
you can imagine.
He can hack anything, even anyone. And I could have been like, endo rafute awatu sasa. Locate for me those people. Those who are saying I'm bad.
Threaten them.
You know?
In royal terms, take care of them.
Yes. Let me tell you one thing. When you get into this, when you get to be any public figure, you have to know that there are people who will hate you. That people will make their entire lives on criticizing you.
You can't be loved by everyone.
Yes, and there are people who will praise everything that you're doing. You know? But you have to take all of them like the pinch of salt. You know, I'm like, you have to be like neutral in all of them. Let me tell you, I used to see someone say like, because I used to be like sugar girl in that set. You know, and the people used to be like, hey, what after baba oh, and I used to be like
because
it doesn't mean anything. Even someone who was praising me, it didn't mean anything to me. What means is you. But now we are seeing who you are. For real, if you're kidnapping people, that is who you are. What if these people who are saying these bad things, creating memes about you, okay, they went a bad extent, they went a bad place. Like it's not the first person kuambiwa amekufa. I heard that Rihanna died. I heard Mwala died, and people promoted it in social media.
They were like sending their condolences. Others were like they deserve it. So you can't be loved by everyone.
You know.
How many times has Ross Muhando been killed on social media?
Yes.
Even in YouTube itself.
Even I believed that somebody was like, hey, I heard John Legend died.
And when Moi was alive, before his actual death, Moi was ulikuna kaka tu hivi ati President Moi is dead. And you're like, how? Na ujasikia kwa news. So it is not the first time that watu wanaiko kakaburi. Social media in the morning as I was scrolling, I saw ati wakachukua an accident photo na wakaeka Will Smith hapo. Sasa you can imagine na sasa Will Smith ataanza kuingia kwa nini, ataanza kuhack kila mtu ati juu amepostiwa akiwa amekufa. No,
anaanza kutafuta amefanya hivyo, ataanza kutafuta. Unajua there's this Nigerian movie inaitwa Bad Comments. You should go, maybe I watch your movie and I decide kufanya kama mtu, because this person bad comments. She is a celeb. Do you know Jim Mike?
Jamaica.
Yeah, maybe if you've watched Nigerian movies. I grew up with people who love like every word over.
Yeah.
So maybe Mr. President watched that movie and he was like, I'm going to do this person that what they did. But this one did not okay, yes, he did kidnap them. Yes, he abducts those people, or the top 10 bad comments.
What?
He goes, he hacks their lives, he ruins their lives. What? So maybe Mr. President is being inspired by that movie. And
I think another movie that is inspiring him is about watching this Queen of Hearts. It's either you do as she says or as she wants, or it's off with your head. So there are two things here. Either Mr. President stop watching so many movies. They are fiction. Those are things that happen in books. As a writer, I know mine is full of those things. Those are things that do, if applied to normal human life, you'll not just create a monster in the people. You'll create creatures that will have will be heartless on leaders, because utakuna ati people are coming like unaongea kidogo, you are gone. See, they will start. I don't think this country will ever recover from things like this. We are told Kenyans do forget easily, but not this way.
No, we're not forgetting.
We are not forgetting what we went through in the hands of
I'm thinking
Ruto.
like of moving to TZ now, and maybe just staying there,
Una
start
criticize
discussing Kiki.
Yeah, una criticize to Diamond.
I know.
You cannot talk about the president.
And no, not the president. And even other chief, you'll not even talk about the chief.
You can imagine
that there. I know. Instead of being lied to my face that you're free, you can go and speak freely.
Something which you can't. Something which when you even sneeze and you forget to say excuse, watadhani you have sneezed because you have sneezed at the president.
So guys, I'm going to say that as we are so sad here in Kenya News Alert and the entire country, Kenya News Alert is your partner when it comes to your advertisement. There's a number pale kwenye screen yako, ichukue ibonyeze. Kidogo I apologize for my voice. I'm usually shouting right now, and niko na passion ya kushout, but sasa
inaeleweka.
Yeah. So muda pale unatupea kisogo, so we have like roughly 5 minutes to finish, so yeah.
Okay, there is a comment from Peter Kimani. He says, good morning to you, Peter.
Good morning.
Raila is just pretending to care because everyone is against the abduction. He just like a hyena who was walking and found two rods with mate. It was confused. To this point, everyone thinks Raila is nini.
We can't know if he's honest. Okay,
it is politics, because you cannot have a permanent enemy and a permanent friend. So we don't know actually if
he shook Mr. Raila's hand,
Mr. Ruto's hand.
So if you know this person this way, yes. Just a moment, excuse me.
It's okay. So yeah, he shook the president's hand. But is it a must because you greet your neighbor to be you can't condemn akitupa maji chafu kwa mlango yako just because unamsalimia siku moja atupe maji chafu kwa mlango yako? Ni lazima unini you go all smiley. Sometimes you have to wreak havoc, sometimes you have to bring hell on earth. I say when you cross me, I usually bring hell on earth, no matter who you are.
So you're saying that Bernard Kavuli was abducted in Ngong Town, Kajiado. Now that is another one, yes?
Yeah.
Well.
So yeah, these people. Okay, this is the list.
These are still sending those memes battle. In fact, they're continuing. You know, let me ask you, if we decide today as Kenyans, let us share that meme, kila mtu ashare that, will he come and abduct the entire Kenya?
I think he will just abduct you all. Right now ego yake inamwonyesha tu nini.
Okay, so you guys
the people who are abducted are mchoraji Vibonzo, that is the cartoonist Gideon Kibet, na kaka yake Roni Kiplangat, Billy Mwangi, Bernard Kavuli na Naomi, ambao walitoweka wakiwa sehemu mbalimbali Embu, Nairobi na Kajiado. So you can imagine,
for the families of those families, yes, Aki, we are really we are with you.
We are with you in these times.
We cannot understand what you're going through,
and we will speak. If you will not see us here,
people will go to the streets.
Yeah,
they will condemn this. So you guys just take heart, man.
Just take heart. Take it easy with yourselves.
So we are going to wrap it up for today, you know, and call it a day. So waambie majina, napatikana happy as I finish.
My name is Lewis Philip, and I'm saddened by this, by the state of the country. It is not good for a free country to have limits on speech.
So Peter Kimani says that the second deputy president has arrived at Nyandarua County for prayers and because of the abduction in the country.
Oh, please give me a break. That is hypocrisy. That is being hypocrisy, because
abduction.
Yeah, they are the one coordinating. They are the ones coordinating it.
They're two-faced, these people, yeah.
Anyway,
thank you, Mr. Peter Kimani. How are you, Peter? But we're going to wrap up for there. Yes.
People just be careful. Respect the government. Respect authority. But do not fail to question. If you see something wrong, question
every spirit.
Yeah.
So huyo ni Mungu anatuambia to question every spirit.
You can imagine. Na mwingine hapa akikoyo questioniwa hataki kujibu. What is that? What do you call that?
Asema si Kindiki.
Ni nani?
I think no mwingine.
Anyway, do have a good day and take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the December and pray. If you have anything,
we cross mwaka vizuri. By the time tunakuja kufika mwaka tunauvuka.
Watu wakuwa wamerudishwa.
Watu wamerudishwa nyumbani kwa wazazi wao.
Yeah, because I can't imagine ukianza mwaka na umeshtuka. To the parents, please take heart.
Let me ask you. You're free. Let me ask you something. Yes, you put in situations. George Mbugu anasema, since when they started this, this is the time the so-called Raila is lamenting. Can he be a proper statesman, not a state agency? Raila, stop fooling Kenyans kindly. Gachagua also stop taking advantage of this. Okay, so by there I'm going to kidogo. I'm going to say this. Abduction hazijaanza sahi actually.
Hazijaanza sahi.
In fact, wakati wa maandamano people died.
Even from the time of Uhuru.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You used to abduct people too.
Yeah, and it was claimed that it was his deputy who was doing it, the current president who was coordinating it all.
So you say because the president is in power.
Yeah.
So now they are speaking. Now they say stop abducting these people. It has been happening for some time. So are you for us? You don't know if you're for us or not for us.
Do you know?
Today you're here fighting for rights apparently.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow you're there shaking hands. You know.
Mr. Ruto or Raila, choose one side, either this or that, because you cannot be on two nini. Even the hyena split.
To like what do I say?
Double play or something.
Some wakati anasema you are kama I heard about the selling of the airport. He was alikuwa fiti nayo. until someone spoke and was like nakata. So at the end of the day, these people are for themselves.
Yeah.
These people are for themselves. They're not fighting for us.
And if I remember well, during the time of the former president Uhuru, the abductions were death sentenced. So ulikuwa unapata ukiabductiwa unapatikana umeuliwa. Sini zile miili zilikuwa zinapatikana huko kwa nini rivers, Nyando and all that. So when he ascended to being president, Ruto promised that the abductions would stop. The murders would stop. You see? So I think by stopping the murders, he only stopped the murders.
Guys, let me tell you, by the way, you're destroying my fantasy about Kenya right now.
Yeah.
I used to think Kenya is a sweet place, and right now, I used to feel like in Africa we are the most safest and the most sweetest place to be, the most free country. And right now I am doubting it. And right now I'm like, Goja, is everything I've known a lie?
It is. You know, I was writing a book.
The second deputy president of Kenya is Gachagua, not Kindiki. Kindiki is a dad.
So yeah, okay. Gachagua huyo ako sawa.
It's not good, you guys. It's not good.
But
it's not.
Gachagua tu atoboe siri zote, so that we can know where to start.
And if let me by the way, Mr. Gachagua, if unataka kutuambia nusu, it's like it's not for us. It's for those people you're threatening.
He's threatening. Sorry. Kama unatuambia mwaga mtama wote.
Kama unaweza saidia wazazi, okay? Waambie mtoto wako kwa place fulani, acha kuwapea na hints. If it was your child, would you want to be given hints or to just be told wako pale? Just say it all. Stop telling 21st floor and you don't know 21st floor where? Pipeline.
There are so many buildings with over 40 floors.
Yeah, so stop with that. Just go directly to the point, because those parents are worried right now.
Give us the number.
That is not
the
for
building.
us. That is for you, and competing with them and telling them I can tell these things. I can tell.
These are lives at stake.
These are lives, not your political games. These are children. Those are children and daughters and sons of mothers out here. So sad. Let me tell you, so sad.
It's very, very saddening. Inafikanga mahali mpaka wewe mwenyewe. You know, as I was saying, I was writing a book about a fictional book about Kenya as a monarch. Right now I don't even know what to put there, because like it's being terrible. Anyway, it was nice being with you guys. Thank you for all those who have joined us.
Say thank you to Mr. Anthony, Peter,
Anthony,
Wilson, Peter, Lewis, and everyone. And George, Peter Kimani is that number one fan. Yes, he's always here to comment.
Yeah, and our new viewer,
Anthony Mutunga,
our new viewer, Lewis. Welcome. This is the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have already done you?
Yeah. I've done me. So
okay. So this is a morning tea show. Tuko hapa kila wakati, kila asubuhi. Okay, and tuelekea another sherehe ambayo ni fast. Yes.
Yeah.
Only 3 days too. You guys be safe. It's not safe out here. Okay. And it is not safe from serial killers and lions and what. It is not. We are not safe from the government. Yes. We are not. So you guys just stay safe and yes. Have an happy new year. My name is House of Zulfa. Kwenye mtandao ukienda TikTok, House of Zulfa, Instagram, House of Zulfa, Facebook, House of Zulfa, WhatsApp, House of Zulfa, everywhere, House of Zulfa. And this is Morning Tea Show, Kenya News Alerts. Have a nice day and be safe. Bye bye.
And take care of yourselves, dearest.